Once again, I feel like the audience got a little cheated there because what you said was funny, but it's not something we really probably should be putting on the air.
Yeah, well, that seems to be kind of a theme with what things I say. Like, well, I think it's funny, but apparently it's offensive.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey of the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Jack, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm all right. Usual. How are you?
Oh, I'm sore. I knew this was going to happen. Day two after the yard work. I'm in good spirits and fine, but I need to get up and move more. And I know I say that all the time, guys. It's because it's true. So I'm just paying for it today. By tomorrow, it'll be a little better, and the day after, I'll be fine. So, no, nothing bad. Just every so often you might hear me go because the muscles around my spine are really, really not happy with me today. But fuck them. They can go to hell. What do I need them for? Other than standing.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good.
Up, pooping.
I'm good. I had a stream earlier today, Jack. I was going to play I was going to play Ark, and it just kept crashing. And so instead of doing that, I played Bloons on stream and just had a good time because I can talk with the audience playing a game like that. And Lazy was watching me. It's their name. Don't get offended for them, guys. And I was driving them nuts because they are apparently a much better player than I am. You ever watch somebody who plays a game that you play and they suck at it? It's it's infuriating. It's frustrating. It's like, why are you doing this wrong?
Oh no, that's usually me. So I'm the anchor on the team. When we played Call of Duty, there was one match I died 49 times.
Oof.
Yeah, it was embarrassingly bad.
Ragnar, thank you so much. He says first, also Morning Monkey. Good morning, and that is the first donation as far as I'm aware. But yes, thank you. Hope you're having a great day out there, and that goes to everybody. And Nuts and Bubba, thank you for dropping the links there, guys. Really do appreciate all that you guys do for us. We always say that at the end of the show, but there's no reason we can't say it during the show and at the beginning.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of appreciation, Jack, there were some pissed off Muslims in D.C. today.
Oh, were those Muslims or just terrorists?
Yes. Although not all of them were Muslim. Some of them are just your normal Antifa shitbags. Let's be real. Any reason to go peacefully protest, and they're there, man.
Yeah, is that what the kids are calling it now? Peaceful protesting?
Yeah, that's the official term for it. Did you see?
I thought that was an insurrection.
We didn't talk about it. Okay, which is the Duceys is the one in the White House press corps? Peter or Steve Ducey? Which one is it?
I don't remember. Peter, I think.
We'll call him Ducey the Younger. How about that?
Ducey the Younger.
Ducey
the
Younger.
Freshest of the Duceys.
Ducey the Younger asked Corinne Jean-Pierre the other day, are you guys willing to call the protesters that are marching through the streets and stuff extreme? These Palestinian protesters? He said, you call the MAGA people extreme all the time. Are these people extreme? And she gives this really, look, we've been very clear about what is extremism. Would not say that these people are extreme. These people chanting in the streets from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, an actual genocidal chant.
She got called out on that on some TV interview show, and she said she just didn't understand the question. And yes, it is Wiener Ducey.
And for the record, I do believe that she didn't understand the question because that woman's an idiot.
Yeah, she's an idiot, and he asked good questions. And the sexual tension is so there.
And when I say she didn't understand the question, I don't mean she didn't, that the question itself, will you call these people extremists? That's not a question she can understand. She can't understand being questioned. It's not by the press. Yeah. Wait, are you guys actually challenging me? This shouldn't happen.
I think there's also the fact that she doesn't grasp the concept that Palestinians could protest or do something wrong. Like, how can you say that about these innocent Muslims? That just does not compute.
Yeah, They just want peace. Jack, have you noticed with all the calls for ceasefire? Because that's partially what we're going to be talking about tonight. Not one of these assholes is saying, hey, Hamas, stop blowing shit up. And
audio ducking? What?
Oh, shit. Did I just go out?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said, have you noticed with the calls for a ceasefire, not one of these people calling for it is like, hey, Hamas, put down your weapons and turn yourselves in for your crimes.
Why would they want to do that? No. No, see, they're the oppressed. You have to have an oppressor and an oppressee. That's why they keep spouting apartheid, even though that's not relevant here. There has to be an oppressor class, and the oppressors are always wrong. So once they've labeled you an oppressor, you can never, ever be right, and there's definitely no redemption.
When they're calling for the ceasefire, they're also not calling for Hamas to stop firing rockets, which they have not stopped doing this whole time.
No, they actually picked up the pace the other day. So
yeah, their call for ceasefire is, hey, Jews, just take it.
Yeah, that's what they mean by ceasefire.
For fuck's sake.
Just a hurry up and die already kind of thing.
Oh man, I've had so many arguments about this that are just so annoying.
Oh my god, because people are so fucking dumb.
They really are.
They refuse to get out of the brainwash mindsets, like arguing with a fundamentalist.
Well, we are arguing with fundamentalists, honestly.
Yeah.
Where is that one? I wasn't going to bring this up, but it's kind of on topic. I don't watch Adam and Sitch all that often, and I don't follow Sitch, but he pops up in my timeline from time to time. Wow. And he posed a question. And shit, where the hell is it? Did I only respond to that one? Did I not retweet it? Damn it. I hate when I do that. Here's the question. Have the people who are so anti-Israel actually laid out what they think Israel should have done in response to October 7th? I don't mean go back in time and prevent the situation through some policy change. What should Israel have done in response to October 7th that they would have agreed with? And of course, one of the first answers is, if we're going back in time to October 7th, why can't we go further back and address the conditions that led to it?
What?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Keldrick, who says KJP, that's Corinne Jean-Pierre, for those of you who are wondering what the hell a KJP is about as clear as mud on anything she's asked about. Now, that's not true. Sometimes, why did my phone reset? That's weird. Sometimes she's just straight up in favor of really bad things.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
A bad person.
She's a horrible person. She only gets confused when it's a question that, like Doocy's, that makes sense. You know, hey, these people are out there chanting anti-Semitic stuff. Shit that if it was a right-winger out there chanting, you guys would be like, oh my God, they're Nazis.
That reminds me, I have a video for you to, one of them that we have to address.
Sure, one
that's related to this. Hang on. Thank you, Evolved Potato. Am I the only one that kind of wants the rioters to try and climb the White House fence? It's not that I want them to die, but them learning a lesson would be great. Well, they did that.
You know, yeah. And they're lucky. They are really lucky. I don't know if you guys know this. There are snipers at the White House on duty 24/7.
Yeah, as there should be. Look, I don't like Biden, but I don't want him getting hurt by a bunch of fucking idiots.
He is, for better or worse, he is our president. I do not want him suffering harm, other than, you know, maybe emotional distress because he realizes he's an asshole. But I no, he's still my president, and you do not get to go try to beat him up in his house because you're pissed off that he won't support terrorists.
Yeah.
Before we get to you, go ahead.
Thank you, Dark Resurrect, for that feminist donation. I'm tired of hearing about Israel bombing that ambulance convoy and the Al Shifa hospital. Earlier, either these people don't understand how terrorists work or are just wanting the Jews to let Hamas pass. Yeah, you're pretty on point. And I saw this from some right wingers too, like Elijah Schaffer.
There's I think part of it is, and I was just saying this to Jedi Ghost Bear over on Twitter, that part of it is the Hollywood syndrome. People think they'll be like, well, what they should do is just take out the terrorists. Like it's some goddamn movie where Rambo goes in and kills only bad guys. Like they should run in SEAL Team 6 style and just Allah Akbar over there, just kill him. That's not how it works. It's not how it can work. You are talking about a bloody mess if you try doing that. In Hollywood, sure, it works and it looks great on a film. In real life, that's not how shit goes down. In real life, you're probably going to end up with more dead with that kind of situation. Just saying. Anyway, Jack, let's watch the video first of what happened at the White House. Because we had peaceful protests going on all across D.C. today, and it culminated in a peaceful protest. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't even bullshit myself. We had a peaceful protest that culminated in this happening at the White House. Do I want the audio all the way? Jack, let me know how the audio is on this.
What?
Shit.
So far, I can't hear any.
I haven't started because right as I asked you, you ducked out, which meant my internet probably went. So I came back over to this screen to make sure I was at least still here. All right, so I'm going to test it now. Let's see.
It's a little loud.
Yeah, I mean, protest videos tend to be. God, I hate how precise you have to be. I don't have the.
I know. I don't have the manual dexterity for that anymore. I'm all old and shaky.
Alan, thank you so much for the donation. He says, "Morning, monkey." Good morning, sir. All right, I got to move a few things around on my screen here, Jack, just to make sure that I don't duck out, or if I do, that I see it. I need better internet. Elon Musk, save me. Starlink is good, but it needs just a little bit more, Jack, and it'll be perfect. Or, like AT&T, bring me better lines, or whatever cable company is technically owning cable around here these days. Have you noticed how often cable companies seem to change hands?
Yeah.
Anyhow, okay. So we got this up so I can see everything. This is our you know what? We don't really need to hear a whole bunch of it. We'll just turn it down and we can just watch. This is our White House today. And this is actually one of the better videos, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we need to pop there because he's chanting. And again, guys, I know I have it down. It's just that there is so much background noise and shit in these kind of videos. Thank you, Dark Resurrect, for that feminist $12. What no one mentions is that the ambulances, in air quotes, have been used to transport fighters and weapons. The hospital is also a known tunnel center and headquarters as well. Yeah, we'll come back to all that. Thank you so much for that donation, my friend. The reason they're chanting shame at this officer is because they were trying to get over the fence, and they pushed him back and like, how dare you push us back? We just want to go talk to Biden. We just want to go see if there's any cocaine laying around. There probably is. I don't know if Hunter's been by the house lately.
Well, look, Biden clearly is in need of a struggle session.
Yes.
And he can't sniff all of them at once, so one of them's bound to get some communist talking points in there. These people are fucking idiots. They're real lucky they didn't get gunned down.
They really
are. If I was
are.
in charge, there'd be a lot of body bags full right now.
Yeah. Anybody who crosses that fence, I'm sorry, you're asking to get shot. And frankly, you probably should, because there's no reason. If you want to go visit the White House, they actually have tours and shit. You can go do that. But that's not what this is. If these people were let in, there would have been massive damage done and likely people hurt. But no, it's just a protest. I'm so tired of hearing this shit called a protest. The protests, these are, well, I mean, at this case, you're talking about it. These are people waving a foreign flag trying to get into our White House.
Yeah, and that should never be allowed to happen. They did cross the fence.
Yes, they did. It wasn't a whole bunch of them, was it?
No, it was only like 3 or 4 of them, I think. But there's video, and you can clearly see there's Palestinian flags on both sides of the fence.
Yeah. Real quick, Dixie Rose, thank you so much for that double feminist donation. Thank you for the double feminist donation. The protesters would be The protesters would do better to go to Congress. That would teach Congress what a real insurrection looks like. Have to, Jack. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Dixie.
Plus, they'd probably be let in because they are lefty. So lefty protesters are allowed to go in and cause problems. So anyways, let's get back to our little friends here. We'll let that play some more. Yeah, wait. Hang on. Go back. Stop. No. I want to see his face again. Or his head. That checkered pattern that's wrapped around his head there.
Yeah.
That is a very common sight in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's a headscarf. It's not like just a regular hanky.
Yeah, and it's not it's not one of the headscarves you see in the United States very often.
Not very often, no. Usually you see it in like heavily Muslim areas, and it's usually the first generation immigrants that wear it.
You usually see it in terrorist videos.
That too. Like I said, but thank you, Alan, for the generous donation. This is Morning Jack. Morning, Alan. Hope you're doing well. And thanks again to Dixie Rose for that generous donation. She's good to us. All you guys are so good to us.
It's a slideshow for us.
Yeah,
this is the best that it can get, honestly. And frankly, it's not the best video to begin with. Whoever's recording this is really bad at their job. We saw this a lot during the Summer of Love. The sympathizers who are recording this shit, they're not actually going to catch what's happening. They just accidentally do.
Yeah.
What they're more trying. Notice how they got the camera right there on the. These are a couple of Secret Service agents right there. That's what he's here to film because they're the bad guys in this situation.
Yeah. We should drop the link to the videos in the chat so people can watch them.
Oh, sure. Let me grab that real quick. Yeah, sorry that we're on the Starlink. It should not be doing that.
Should be, but you know how it works. Anytime we try to do something, plus I'm sure there's a lot of incidental interference on our host's end here, you know.
All right, here we go. Yeah, zoom in. Make sure you get the face of those guys who are protecting the president, you dick. This chick's my favorite, Jack. We're going to turn her up for a little bit.
Protect who? America wants Palestine free! What the?
She asks, protect who? America wants Palestine free.
No,
I just want to. I'm going to go on record. Yeah, thank you. I don't give a fuck about Palestine. My give a fuck for them left long ago. Stop blowing people up and maybe I'll care. But protect who?
But
She said, protect who? The people in the White House, you fucking idiot. Who? It's such a dumb question. Who are you protecting? Their job is literally to protect the president.
I like how her arms are pulled back like she's all ready to go and butt chest with someone. Like, bitch, you will get your clock cleaned by the gardener there, okay? Because everybody that works at the White House either does physical labor or they're in good shape. And they will kick your fucking ass. I don't care if it's the gardener or the cook. They could kick your lazy fat ass and you sound like Middle Eastern Arix. And I miss Arix.
I miss Arix, I do. She was a treat. If I wasn't married and had no standards, I might have gone and found her to see if she'd beat me. She looked dirty. That's all I'm saying, you know.
Oh yeah, that chick. She did butt stuff.
Like she would let you have a ride for a small fry, and I'm not talking even like McDonald's. I'm talking like Burger King small fries. I hate Burger King fries. They're so fucking gross.
Yeah, I kind of hate the Arby's ones, except they got the good crinkle fries now. Those
yeah,
fucking great. But you have to specify. I want the crinkle fries, not the curly ones, because you got shittier ones now.
I miss the really old Wendy's fries. Those were the best.
Yeah. There used to be this local place. It sold euros, the Acropolis in Columbus. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been down that way in a while. It's off of High Street. It's in an old Taco Bell. If you're ever down that way, stop it. If it's there, stop it and get a euro and get their fries. Get the large fries because they put the seasoning on it. Oh my God, it's amazing. They are some of the best fries I've ever had in my life. They're like those almost the carnival fries, but they're not as deep fried. Like they're not all grease and shit, but they put the seasoning on them. And the one lady that runs the kitchen doesn't speak English for the shit, but she is an amazing cook. I got chicken euro and a big thing of fries, and she looks at me like, haha, fat American. And I'm like, Greek lady, I don't understand. Here's my $6. Give me my delicious treats. And I dream about those fries. I'm not kidding. I've had dreams about those French fries.
I just want to point out for the record, Jack's one of those people who actually pronounces it euro instead of gyro like a normal person.
It's pronounced euro, and I will respect it because that was a euro. Most of the shit you buy at like the mall, that's a gyro. That stuff's garbage.
Look, gyros are good, and there's no English where gyro makes sense there.
Yeah, it does because it's yummy, and I'm about to have something delicious. So I'm saying yummy, but no. I end up saying euro because it tastes delicious, and it's got the ziki sauce. And oh my God, I'm getting hungry. We got to stop talking about this.
You want me to pronounce it gyro or euro? You need to spell it like the currency. I'm just saying.
No, because
yes.
Well, Europe sucks.
Fuck you, Jack, making me hungry, and I'm still fasting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we were talking about these people. Okay, let's get back to Shira here. Jack, we actually have an example of a good woman on the show tonight. We don't get that a lot because we're making fun of people.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not making fun of them. It's pointing out reality, which happens to be funny.
Tomato.
Yeah.
What you mean? America wants Palestine free. America don't stand with Israel, bitch.
You're so tough. Oh my God, you're so badass. I'm so impressed. Look how scared those Secret Service guys are. Oh my God, walking around with their Uzis. Fuck you, idiot.
I just like America doesn't stand with Israel. You should probably check the stampages on the munitions that land.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Fucking punks!
Forget about the
fucking punks. You are literally in a crowd of you're in an angry mob yelling that somebody else is a fucking punk.
It's kind of hard to look like you're tough when you have a picnic blanket on your head.
Yes.
I mean, like get a sword or something. Maybe you could cool it up a little bit, but you're just some plump woman with a glorified towel on your head. I hate to feed into a stereotype, but that's kind of how you look. You got a dish rag.
You're not feeding into the stereotype. She is.
I know, but that's not what the accusation will be.
All right, here we go.
In history, that seems very silly to me. I think this is really important.
I just want to point this out right here, right in the center there. It's a wanted poster with the president and vice president on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I miss the days of water cannons. That's all I'm saying. Like this never should have gotten to the point it did.
From everything we've heard, this is an insurrection. These people should all be arrested for trying to kill the president and vice president.
Well, an insurrection would imply they're Americans, and I don't think they are, which would make this a terror attack.
I ducked out there for a second. Man, the internet's being a dick tonight. It only did this once last night.
I know. But no, I don't think this is an insurrection because I don't think most of these people are Americans. I think this is a terrorist attack. It should be treated accordingly. They're trying to get into the White House. They're not just standing there milling around. There's other videos of them trying to shake the gates open.
Oh, yeah.
And then they do climb the gates. So I think they should have sprayed and prayed right there. As soon as some first person got over that gate, should have been mowed down on the spot. You can't have the Secret Service being this gun shy.
Look, this is Biden's house, so what should have happened is a Secret Service agent should have gotten really close and taken a shotgun to him because he's a fan of the shotguns.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Or have one of them fire a shotgun in the air and the other one mow him down with.
And look, I don't care if you with the shotgun, if it's a slug or if it's with pellets, whatever you got to do. They should have defended the White House with some shotguns. See how the protesters like that.
Yeah, because this type of behavior cannot be abided.
No.
It will escalate again the next time because they always have to push that line a little further. And sure, these assholes probably want to get shot. I don't know. But the person climbing the fence should have been shot on sight.
Yep.
There's absolutely no reason to risk that.
We had this problem with Obama. A lot of people made it over that fence during Obama's time.
Yeah,
and
I don't understand that.
They should have been shot. I'm sorry, guys. That's for anybody like that seems extreme. No. We're talking about the president of the United States. And again, whether you like him or not, he's our president, and we should not have people killing him or harming him. And if they make it over that, there's a reason that fence is there. It's to keep people the fuck out.
Yeah, and we don't know who these people are. One of them could be wearing a suicide vest.
Yep.
And you could say, oh, that's racist, blah, blah. No, we don't know who these people are. There's a crowd of people trying to get into the White House.
Yep.
You cannot run the risk that one of them is an actual terrorist. They are kind of acting like terrorists, too. And then climbing the fence and trying to get into the White House. No, that should not abide at all.
Oh,
I think somebody should be fired for this.
Mess says next, though, they're going to paraglide onto the lawn. I'm glad you brought that up. I was watching Destiny's doing a video about how dumb he thinks Ben Shapiro is, right? And somebody sends him the video that we watched last night of Ben with the chick who's like, there was no civilian bombing by the Brits. And Destiny has the wrong idea. He thinks Ben's the one who said that stupid shit.
What?
Yeah, he's ripping on Ben. He makes a couple of decent points. Sometimes Ben goes a little hard one way. He's clearly biased. He makes no excuses for that.
Mm-hmm.
But so this comes up and that part happens, and it's like funny as fuck because Destiny's face, he just closes his eyes and there's like this moment of silence, like, But during that stream, he's talking about the what was it called, the Great Return March.
The right of return.
Thank you, the right of return march that they have. It's supposed to be this really short thing, but it ends up going like almost a year, just over a year, where people keep coming up near the border and chanting and doing stupid shit. And this will be brought up a lot if you argue with these people. Like, what about how they mowed down people during the right of return march? And what they never bring up and what you get to watch Destiny learn live on stream is what actually happened. Because the Israelis didn't start doing anything until they started getting attacked by the mob. And part of what they were doing is using kites to firebomb inside of Israel. They actually set quite a bit of shit on fire.
Yep.
They could do that here.
Yeah.
They could do that right over the White House fence.
Any of these assholes could add a drone with a weapon on it.
True.
It's not that complicated, especially with that many people around, because you're not seeing the whole crowd here. It's not just like 10 people. There's a lot of people here. It'd be easy to sneak somebody in that's an outside agitator or somebody within their own group that they created a distraction for.
Destiny's still a retard more at 11. Well, it's funny in this situation specifically with Destiny. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Okay. With this situation with Destiny, he freely admits he didn't know anything about Israel and Palestine when this started, but it's the big thing, so he's talking about it, and he's actually educating himself. He's out there, he's reading, he's learning about stuff, and being honest about it. And he keeps trying to give the other side some kind of credit. Like the march for the right of return thing there. And then somebody had to point out to him, no, dude, you need to read the rest of it. So he goes and does, and you just see the defeat on his face because he's trying to. He is a lefty, so he wants to kind of support the left. But if you actually pay attention to this shit, you can't. You can't. They literally are supporting terrorists. No, I just support the Palestinian people. Those are the terrorists.
Yeah, who elected Hamas to teach their kids to kill Jews. Yeah, you're supporting the terrorists, idiot. Real quick. Oh,
go ahead.
Thank you, Frosty Glass. Should these people be trying to cut off Jasmine's hand for stealing an apple? Probably. But I don't think they're actually educated enough to know the reference.
Pirate said, did Destiny realize it wasn't Ben? Yeah, when it comes up, because he's like, as they're having the argument, you're like, how is Ben going to say this? And then it actually happens. He goes, oh. And so, yeah, it's one of those things where you're watching somebody learn in real time, and it's funny as fuck. Anyway, here we go. Genocide is not a Jewish value. They're not genociding anybody. Shut the fuck up. You're stupid. Stop saying that. The side that's pushing for genocide is the one you support, retard. Oh, there you go. And again, this is one of the nicer videos, Jack. I don't know if I have the one where they're actually shaking the fence. But yeah, they're actually shaking on the fence. Oh, is this it?
Should be on my timeline.
That's just the one where they crawl, or where the guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me share it real fast. Sorry about that, guys. Real time producing. And this one I know needs turned down because this shit is loud as fuck. All right, here we go. This is the gate at the White House to get in.
Fucking coward!
So you can see they're on both sides of the fence right there.
Yep. This is the dude who crawled over and he should have been shot. Comrade Kitty, thank you so much. That's a member for month number 4. Appreciate it. Is this the autumn of love moment? Yes. We're in the autumn of we can't do love. The autumn of amor. Because love's already been used. You have to have a new name for it, right?
That's
we'll go Spanish.
Amore.
That's amore. All right. I went Spanish, you went Italian. I think that says something about us.
I watch a lot more porn than you, so maybe Italian porn is way better than Spanish porn.
Fair point. Yeah, one thing to where you can tell that this is on that side of the fence. Hang on, right there. You see those posters? We saw those a little while ago from the other side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy absolutely should have been shot. All these people on the wrong side of the fence absolutely should have been gunned down on the spot. And I would not hold any Secret Service culpable in any way. This is an absolute straight up threat to the president.
This is a man who's climbed over the fence. He's in our White House grounds waving another country's flag, or group, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
Waving the flag. Fuck you.
Yeah, this is an actual possible threat to the president and should have been treated accordingly. I don't know who didn't give the signal, but they should be fired on the spot.
But they can't. This is the reality of it. Okay, we're going to just pull this off the screen. We'll talk for a little bit. They can't do that because if they did, what would happen, Jack? What would the press say? How would that all shake out?
Well, they're a bunch of terrorist sympathizers, so they'd be like, oh my God, how can you do that? They're peaceful protesters. George Floyd did nothing wrong.
Oh man, I went down a rabbit hole today of watching on the street kind of videos where they talk to different people, and the George Floyd one came up. Did you see Tucker's thing about George Floyd?
I don't think so.
He goes through, and the reports have come out. There's no question this man died of his own accord.
Yeah, from hiding drugs, basically.
I still maintain when they realized he wasn't moving and stuff, they probably should have done CPR on him. But them kneeling on him, there was no neck injury. There's no cardiac injury from the weight of a knee or anything like that.
What?
And so this guy, it's from, is it Man versus Street? I think is the name of the channel. He went out and he talked to several young black guys on college campuses about it. And he asked him, he goes, do you think Derek Chauvin should be in jail? And they're like, yes. And they asked him, do you think if a man is in jail and it's proven that he didn't do what he's in jail for, should he be released? And they're all like, of course. And then he shows him the autopsy report that shows all this. And suddenly he's like, well, I mean, I still think he should probably be in jail for some. I mean, my favorite is the guy at the end, and he says this. While this all may be true and stuff, I think Tucker's doing this for other reasons. He's trying to push a narrative.
What, the truth?
I'm like, okay, let's say that's true. You've still seen that a man's in jail for something he didn't do.
Yeah.
And you said they shouldn't be in jail for that. But because it's this case, nah, bro. He's got to stay in there.
Yeah, because the reasons.
Not one of them even got to the point where I am, where I'm like, look, they should have at least tried to, once they realize, hey, he's got no pulse, maybe something should have been done. They don't even go there. It's just, well, because. Like, which is a nice segue, Jack, into our next topic.
Oh.
Because I was shocked today, and I don't get shocked very often, and pleasantly surprised.
Oh, well, hang on. Before we do that, can we watch that video that I
oh shit! Yes, you're right. I just had a segue that I didn't mean, and so I didn't expect. So I was going there first. That's my bad, my friend.
No, it's fine. I would have made you watch it at the end.
Where's this from?
Supposedly the same event.
Really?
I can't prove it, but that's what they said. And know what I see there? Tiki torches.
Tiki torches.
Which is the hallmark of white supremacy.
These are alt-righters?
With Palestinian flags, yes. There we go. There's one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that this is actually at the White House. I kind of doubt it, but I haven't seen anyone verify where this is from. But those tiki torches, you don't need those in the Middle East. There's not a lot of mosquitoes. That's something you buy at Walmart.
All right. Well, interesting. So, I don't even know what to think about that, Jack.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing I think about this, and I thought about this at Charlottesville too, like there's certain times where you same with poster board, but there's certain times you should invest in things like poster boards and tiki torches because there's a run on them and you can make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. It's the new hand sanitizer, apparently.
There were times during the Summer of Love where stores were actually running out of poster board because every idiot was running out there and buying it so they could do Black Lives Matter and hold it up like it meant a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to our pleasant surprise, shall we? I have a new favorite woman on the internet, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this chick is fucking amazing. Nope, I don't want that. I clicked on the wrong damn thing. Monkey produce. I need a producer. Is this the right one? That's not the right one. That's the right one. Yeah, there we go. All right. Dude, we got to turn her back up because that's low as shit. Now, this is from a bigger video, and I will try to remember to link the bigger video. This guy does man on the street kind of stuff. And just as a setup, because we're not watching the full thing with her, she's not the person he was interviewing. He was interviewing somebody else because he was going around asking college students and then just regular people on the street whether or not men can menstruate, not just have a period, but whether they can actually bleed out of their crotch.
If that happens, fellas, go to a doctor.
The people on the street were all like, fuck no. The male college students, once you could tell are born male, they're like, I don't want to answer that question.
I need an adult.
It's true. All the guys are just like, I can't. Now, all of the women, including the one trans man, were like, of course you can. And he's talking to one of those right here. And it's a person who says, the people who don't believe that a man can bleed out of his crotch, they're just kind of, against the gays. They're just not LGBT, so they don't get it. And as that conversation is is happening, this lady pops up. She goes, well, I hate to interrupt, but no, there's two genders, X, Y, and the person he was talking to just fucks right off. She's like, I'm not going to talk here anymore. And so he keeps talking to this woman, and this happens.
Very serious what's going on in America, because they are indoctrinating students. They're indoctrinating students to go against their parents.
Now, I got to be honest, when I saw her, I was like, this bitch is going to be so liberal, I'm probably going to punch my screen.
No, Grace Jones reincarnated. She's pretty awesome.
No, I figured it out, Jack. I figured it out. When a woman shaves one side of her head, it shows she's really stupid.
Yeah.
If she does both sides, she might be intelligent.
Yeah, and probably pretty badass with a battle axe.
She's been dubbed Mrs. T.
Nice. She needs some gold chains.
She does. She needs the chains. But I love this woman because she's about to tell you guys the same shit we've been telling you for years. And it's nice to see that it's not, maybe she's a listener. If you're out there, you're listening, say hi.
Absolutely.
And this is Marxism.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Keldrick. I mean, a man can bleed out of his crotch, but if he does, that means something's gone horribly wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably broke a testicle or something. If you're peeing blood, go to a doctor.
Well, there are a few people when he does the man on the street part, the normal people who are like, I mean, men can have periods. They can. What they're talking about, though, is more like emotional ebbs and flows throughout the
cycle part, not the bleeding part. You ducking out again on me? Oh my God, Monkey's going out for cigarettes a lot today.
Don't worry, I always come back. Anyway, as I was saying, there were some people on the street who were like, men can have the emotional kind of period, where they get a little cranky, which again has never been proven. Not once. It's a theory that there's no justification for. But then it gets to the point where no, we're actually talking about the physicality of it, where you're actually bleeding out of your vagina. And they're all like, no, fuck no. There's one guy, it's great when he's first asked. He's like, fuck no. But he's a business owner. And he's like, I mean, no, of course it can happen. I totally support the LGBTQ stuff. Absolutely 100%. It's just funny. Anyway, back to Mrs. T here.
It's a socialism. I'm very familiar with it. And I want everybody to educate themselves. They have taken positions in government. They have taken positions in schools.
Preach.
To bring about their ideology. And it's very radical. It's extreme radicalism.
Can I get an
I'll
amen?
give you an example because I'm black. One way they can spread this indoctrination is they'll say, well, that's anti-black. Or you're being racist.
I want to marry this woman. I don't even want to have sex with her. I just want her to be in my life constantly.
Well, you can't because Mr. T already claimed her. And I pity the fool that goes after Mr. T's woman.
I pity the fool.
But I know what Marxism is. I know what socialism is, and they will hide it under a guise.
Amen.
We're going to teach first graders about sex, and we're going to do this because this is about equal rights.
Yep.
But it's not about equal rights. Socialist Marxism, they'll see it's right here on these universities, and they started in the private schools, and now they're going to the charter schools, and they're going to the public schools, and they're teaching, like in socialist countries, to be spies. So we spy on each other. Don't tell your parents. Trust the teachers. Don't trust your parents. Your parents have to take.
I defy anybody to show me where she's wrong.
I'm glad that there are average people that are paying attention.
Yes, I'm telling
good
you,
on
man,
her.
This gave me some faith in humanity again. And we've talked about this before, Jack. Online is a little bit different than the real world. There's a lot of people. We were talking about that idiot who runs around and then throws fits because people call her sir.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, that most people don't have to deal with this shit. Most people don't run into folks on a regular basis who are like that, where it's kind of concentrated here because we pay attention to that kind of stuff specifically as we're watching how society's changing.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're paying attention to it, and there's a lot of them online.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I want to get the oh, by the way, this chick right here. This is from the full video. This is the person that he was talking to when that lady comes up. It happens somewhere around the 8-minute mark. If you guys are interested in watching it, but here I'll throw the link to the full video so you guys can watch it. It's from a channel called James Klug. I don't know anything about him other than that he did this video. So
he talked to an Ellen Page impersonator.
Yes, he did. You should see the part where he asked the trans man. Oh, you know what? I should go find that real quick. Let me bring up that video again. I want to show you the trans man, Jack, because it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Apex Algorithm guy. Morning, Jack. I watched yesterday's show. Jesus Christ, man. My face was like Captain Jack Sparrow when his ship was moving past. As an Englishman, my apologies for any lost brain cells. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Don't worry about it, man. We watch Americans who say that stupid shit. This is a trans man, Jack.
No. What?
Yes.
That's not just some plain Jane girl.
That's a dude.
That's an ugly dude.
That is a chick. That is clearly a woman.
Yeah. That dude is just a 3 chick. Oh. Come on. Are you even trying?
He asked her, can a man mentor you? Of course. I'm an example. You're a chick, man.
You're even wearing a woman's shirt.
A woman's shirt. It's got the knot in the bottom, for the belly shirt thing. Wearing little women's. Yeah, there's nothing male about this person.
No, they have like a generic boyish haircut. Is it? And maybe a little bit of a receding hairline, but that doesn't really qualify you as a dude.
She might just have a big forehead.
A very plain woman.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a dude. That's according to her, she's a dude.
I'm a man. Shut up. And if you say no, you're not, she's gonna cry.
Yeah, like a man would.
Yeah.
But I do recommend checking out the whole video because part of it will restore your faith in humanity, and then the other part will be like, oh God, we're headed to hell. Some of these people are extremely, extremely stupid. Speaking of extremely stupid, this is another one that was just fucking wonderful. Let me make sure I grab the link because we'll throw it into chat for folks. Jack, you ever seen when intersectionality meets the real world?
Oh yeah, that's funny every time.
So in this video here, Billboard Chris, for those of you who don't know Billboard Chris, we've talked about him before. He runs around with a billboard on him that it says things like, children can't be trans and stuff like that. He's very much against the transition of children, and he's out there fighting that every fucking day.
Yeah, he's Canadian and he's been all over the world.
Yep. And we have this dude right here who's a little Antifa supporter and his little buddy. And, well, let's just watch.
This guy is trying to propagate anti-LGBTQ propaganda. He's trying to tell children that they are not allowed to be trans.
All right. He is saying this to a couple of Muslim women, Jack. He's Antifa. They're Muslim. They have to be on his side.
Obviously. Plus they're women.
Yeah.
Whatever that word means now.
So, of course, they're going to be on his side. Hey, we got our intersectional world. We're all together. They don't like the gays, which, by the way, is not Chris's position at all. And saying he's telling children they can't be trans. Yes, and he's got reasons. And if you actually listen to him, the guy makes a lot of sense because, well, he deals in reality.
That's weird.
But so he look, do you see what this fucker's doing? And here's how the Muslim women respond.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not. Suck your mum, bro. No. Black nail polish on is a man, bro. Stop talking. Stop talking.
You got black nail polish on as a man, bro. Stop talking. I love this chick.
Yeah, the accent really adds to it too.
Come on, bro. I fucking love her.
You can't do that. Yeah, you have to respect that decision. Yeah.
Watch the body language. Watch what's happening here.
But in our religion, you can't do that. So we don't agree with your faith. Thank you. What religion are you? What religion are you? Catholic. What are you then? What do you identify yourself as? Something, my bro? What do you identify as? God? What do you identify as? What do you identify yourself as? Okay. Yeah, you don't listen.
And off he goes.
I'm getting pushback. I gotta run away.
Not only did he get metaphorical pushback, he got actual pushback. He gets right up in these women's faces and says his stupid shit, and they start disagreeing, and he just starts backing the fuck up.
Well, I mean, he may have been afraid they're going to explode. But look, it's really hard to take British women seriously sometimes, but
come on, bro.
They totally annihilated him.
That was fucking one, and he just fucking bitches out. He doesn't even argue his point. He doesn't even try to.
No, because he's a coward inherently.
Yeah, it's fucking wonderful. If you guys want to see it, because I don't know how choppy. Hopefully, it wasn't too choppy, but there you go in Rumble, and there you go in YouTube. For the record, Rumble usually gets the links first because they're on that side of the screen. What do you identify as, right? I love her saying that. And she's specifically talking about religion. What religion are you? He's not. He has no religion.
Well, and I love that they made fun of his nail polish.
Yes. Continuing on the theme of stupid people today, Jack, we have another video. We're turning into AP over here.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God.
We're not as funny as he is, so.
We usually do one. Yeah, no, there's not even close. But we usually do like 2, maybe 3 videos, and they tend to be longer. Tonight, they're much shorter videos. Our favorite fat fuck who's running for president out of spite. I
thought you were as good as go with Boogie there. Sorry.
No, well, I mean, close. Is there a lot of difference?
No. Boogie's got a fatter neck. That's all.
Neither one of them has a neck. Let's be honest.
I find Chris Christie slightly less pathetic than Boogie. He's probably better with his money, too.
True. Well, with other people's money, let's be honest.
Same potato.
There was some Republican conference today where a lot of the candidates were down there.
Mm-hmm.
And Christie's up there, and this is what happens.
And will not make this country better. Your anger against the truth is reprehensible.
I just want to pause it right there. Oh God, I didn't mean to pause it right there. We have a full body shot. Oh, that's my apologies, guys. But I wanted to pause right there because you can clearly hear him very well over the crowd.
Yeah.
The mic system is loud enough that they're not even coming close to like drowning him out or anything. But he's annoyed that they're pushing back at him, and this is not the first time he's done this shit.
Oh no, he's been doing this for years.
When you think about the problems, that our country and this world is facing, when you think about that, this type of pettiness is beneath the process of electing a president.
People pushing back at him, disagreeing with him, is pettiness.
His entire campaign is petty.
Yes. This is a man who's literally running out of spite.
Yeah, like your entire campaign is I don't like Trump. You don't even want to be president as far as I can tell. He just wants to be like, fuck Trump. That's his entire platform.
You guys are being petty by not agreeing with me. I repeat, the things I repeat are the things I repeat. Yeah, I love how he's can't get his actual thought out because he's trying to form it live and he's not that smart.
Yeah, he's not real good at impulse stuff. Did you see Asa Hutchins at the same thing?
No, this is the only thing I've seen from there. I saw that there was a video of Trump from there, but I didn't even watch that one. I only watched this because he's a fucking retard.
Yeah, it's understandable.
All right. Do you have the video of Asa? We can watch that next.
I'm pulling it up right now.
All right. So let's finish with Fat Boy here. How smug he looks.
Yeah.
And as people watch today, if your arguments are so strong, if your arguments are so great, and mine are so bad, then just keep quiet. Let me make my awful arguments, and then you can just reject them out of hand.
Don't question, just sit there and listen. You literally have a much bigger megaphone than they do. You could talk right over them. You could give your message, but instead you have to stop to fight with them because they dared question you.
Well, unfortunately, that's the state of modern politics is how dare you question me? That should probably be the slogan for almost every politician these days.
Can we kick New Jersey out of the union, please? No, we need them. We got to dump our toxic waste somewhere.
Yeah, and they have the Jersey Devil, which is pretty awesome. So,
but the problem is, the problem is you fear the truth.
Yeah, they're just afraid of you, Fat Boy. They're afraid you're going to eat all their food, maybe.
They're afraid of all those hate facts he's dropping, right? Right?
The problem is you want to shout down any voice that says anything different.
Okay, even if they're trying to shout you down, they literally can't. Just say the fucking thing you're trying to say. It's not that hard. It would be different, Jack, if I don't know if you saw that town hall where some Democrat who's running for president that nobody's going to vote for gets into an argument with this woman, Israel, and she just loses her shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
She is screaming so loud it is actually interrupting what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't need that page open. Oh, this is what I was trying to click. Man, my brain, dude. Every so often it just stops working.
Sure it does.
All right. Over on the Streamlabs. Thank you so much, Keldrick. They're afraid of his personal gravity field. Oh, and there's also another one there. Thank you, Apex Algorithm guy. Says, good morning to you, sir. That troll from yesterday changed my life. But if he wants my comeback, he will have to scrape it off of his mother's teeth. Fair enough. All right. I like when we have trolls. I really do.
They're so sad.
I don't want them all too often. I don't want to, that to be how our audience is. But when they show up once in a while, it's kind of fun. All right.
Well, it's because they come off so pathetic, and our audience is nice most of the time. So it just comes off as pathetic when they show up.
This is a horrible. Okay, I do still have the best pause game in the world, but I feel bad about this one.
Do you?
Thank you, Frosted Glass. If you wave a Big Mac in front of him, he'd chase after it like the T-Rex on the road race. Sorry, on the road flare. Road flare. That's a Jurassic Park reference.
Yes, it is. It's funny, too.
It is funny because it's Frosted. Frosted's intelligent. All right. I think we got 10 seconds left.
Then what you want to hear. And you can continue to do it. And believe me, it doesn't bother me one bit.
For a minute and 39 seconds, you've been whining about it, sir. But it don't bother him one bit, Jack.
Yeah. Not at all.
This is why I need him to stay in the race as long as possible. He is just pure humor.
Yeah, you could tell he doesn't really give a shit. He's just like, whatever, man.
Yeah, because he's not being serious. This isn't a serious run for president.
No, of course not.
Donald Trump didn't give him a place in the White House, and he's been pissed about it ever since.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck this fat guy. Nobody cares. Actually, I do because it's funny as fuck. Did you find the video?
Yeah, it's the second to last link.
Second to last. Oh, it's throwing me off because apparently whatever the last link is, I've opened already.
Yeah, that's the one we were just talking about.
Okay. Look, man, my brain don't work.
Yeah. No, that's the one where the girl's yelling over the guy.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll watch that one in that one is so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's Asa. He's booed at Florida Freedom Summit. That's what it was, the Florida Freedom Summit.
Yep.
As someone who's been in the courtroom for over 25 years as a federal prosecutor, and also in defending some of the most serious federal criminal cases, I can say that there is a significant likelihood that Donald Trump will be found guilty by a jury on a felony offense next year.
Being found guilty of a felony offense, it doesn't necessarily mean he's guilty of it, first of all.
Look, your hate facts have no place here.
I
First
know.
of all. Second of all, he's saying this when Trump has a vast lead of what, 40%?
Yeah.
You expected not to get booed on that one?
And Asa's polling it like less than 1.
Yeah. You need to win these people over, not say dumb shit like that.
Well, even, he could follow this. Wait. That doesn't mean he's guilty. I'm just saying that that's the likelihood of what's going to happen because he's not wrong about that.
He started it off wrong. He should have said, if Trump is found guilty. Or, there's other ways he could have phrased it other than, by the way, because it kind of comes off a little smarmy.
Speaking of the felonies and stuff, did you see Jack Smith today was arguing, hey, we can't have cameras in the courtroom. And his argument is the legal argument that right now it's not have the cameras in the courtroom. By the way, we need to change that. There's no good reason we can't have cameras in federal courtrooms.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, the government wants to hide all their secret bullshit.
Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and talk about this. Because, Jack, I went down a rabbit hole last night. Unintentionally.
Yeah. How'd you get out? Did the bunny rabbits help you? They don't
No,
have
actually,
ladders.
I finally just said to myself, okay, I got to turn this shit off because I can't watch anymore. Do you know the story of the boys on the track? The boys on the tracks?
The two kids in, what was it, Georgia that got
Arkansas.
murdered? Arkansas, yeah. Knew it was somewhere in the South. I haven't looked at that case in ages. So,
well, it was just last year that the DEA was told they had to turn over records about it.
Okay.
And as far as I know, they still haven't. All the records that have ever been turned over are so heavily redacted, they're meaningless. So you go back to 1992. Bill Clinton is running for president.
Yeah.
And there's several what they conspiracy theories about him and Hillary, having people killed, using the state troopers to cover it up. And it's just all washed away. And what that is concerning is this case, the kids on the track, the boys on the tracks.
Yeah.
These are 2 kids who were killed in Arkansas, and a train at about 4:00 in the morning smashes into them on a train track as they're laying there under a green tarp, which, by the way, the green tarp has never been found.
Oh, well, I'm sure one of the cops found it and burned it. Yeah. I mean, they're good people, did do nothing wrong.
But when the train hits it, the 4 people who are looking out, because at this point they know there's something coming, like, oh fuck, I hope whatever it is moves. When they hit it, they notice something weird. Trains hit animals and stuff all the time.
Yep.
Same with semis, man. You ever see a semi just blast a fucking deer?
Oh, that's disgusting, man. Yeah.
And that's what happens when a train hits something. There's a giant mist that pops up as they pulverize it. Well, at 4:00 in the morning under the train light, they were able to notice that the blood looked wrong. The blood had already started turning purple instead of red. And so the official story that comes out from the more not a mortician, who's the guy who does the autopsy stuff, the coroner. No, he's not a coroner, he's the state coroner, basically. He comes in and says these 2 kids smoked 20 joints and just fell asleep on the tracks.
That makes no sense.
This same dude once said a guy shot himself to death 5 times in the chest.
Like you do. It's like
Medical
when you hang
examiner.
yourself after doing a shotgun blast to the chest.
Yes. Yeah, medical examiner is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Dangerous. The same one, a guy dies, right? They find him in his house, missing his head. And the coroner says that the guy died of an ulcer.
I don't think the Clintons and Hillary specifically would have needed the state troopers. They just need this medical examiner because he's obviously completely fucking incompetent or on the take.
This is my favorite story about him. He says this guy died of an ulcer and that the guy's dog ate his head.
Yeah.
A week or so later, the head is found somewhere else.
The dog pooped it out, obviously.
Nope. The dog vomited it.
Oh.
That's what this idiot said. And after knowing all this, Bill Clinton
is asked.
This
dog? Is this Clifford, the big red dog?
I have no idea. Clinton is asked about this guy because all of this stuff comes out about him. And Jocelyn Elders, who is the state attorney general at the time, or what I think she's the attorney general at the time.
Fucking crap.
She backs him up. She backs up this corner, and Bill Clinton is asked about it. He goes, "Well, I haven't seen, with what I know now, I think he's doing a great job." Now, that's the importance of the Clintons in this, that he specifically picked this guy to be the medical examiner. What really happened is that these 2 kids were out one night. They were doing nighttime hunting with a spotlight.
Yeah.
It's called spotlighting, for those of you who don't know. And they accidentally came across a drug deal. The movie American Made, do you know what that movie is with Tom Cruise? It's about this guy who was running drugs for the CIA.
Oh, okay.
He would do real low-level flights and drop drugs off to stay under the radar of like the DEA. That guy's flight path, he had died the year before, but it was still being used to drop off drugs in Arkansas. And the DA from the town was one of the guys who went out there to pick up the drugs, to pick up the package. And they ran into him and 4 other people. This has been confessed to many times. 6 people came out with the same story about what happened. All 6 of them are dead, including one of them who was murdered, stabbed to death, like I want to say 40 times in his garage.
Jesus.
Yeah. All 6 of those people died within like a year of giving their testimony.
That's a lot of suicides in such a small time frame.
No one has ever been brought to justice for this at all, including that DA who, there, like I said, there's still a witness who was alive. She died a few years back, if I remember correctly. Who's like, no, this motherfucker did it. He's in prison now for other drug-related issues. But the part that pisses me off, Jack, is that the FBI has been involved in this. The CIA has been involved in this. The DEA has been involved in this. They have tons of records of this that we can't see. Some security about boys who were fucking murdered.
Well, they were murdered by the government. That's why.
Yeah. There's a huge drug trade in Arkansas, and it's been going on, and they've even made a fucking movie about it. And the one kid's mom, I forget her first name, but Linda Ives. Linda Ives was the mother of one of the children. She died like 2 years ago, never getting any justice for her son because these fucking assholes in our government are protecting murderers.
JFK.
They killed a 16 and 17-year-old boy to cover up their fucking drug trafficking.
Yeah, they absolutely would. That sounds spot on.
If you guys want to look up the case, just look up either here on YouTube or there's several books that have been written about it. The Boys on the Tracks. It will fucking break your heart. Donald Trump, if you're out there, if you're reelected, please put all of the shit out there about this case.
Well, he did declassify all the JFK stuff, and the CIA is still refusing to release their files.
Yep, they've been slow walking the fuck out of that. That's how we found out Oswald worked with the fucking CIA.
Well, that had been rumored for so long, and then
forever, and they denied it.
Of course they did. Why wouldn't they?
Yep. But yeah, so this was all called a conspiracy theory way back when Clinton was president because he was directly implicated.
Yeah.
He's the guy who backed up this medical examiner. And yeah, 6 fucking people, all just mistake. One murdered, the other one's like one of them had a motorcycle accident, Jack.
Yeah, accident. You can't see my air quotes, but they're there.
Yeah. Yeah, that fucking medical examiner. Yeah, that guy shot himself with a revolver in the chest 5 times. Dude. The first shot would have knocked the fucking gun away. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, watching that just started pissing me off over and over again because, like, our government, I don't expect them, to be the most honest or anything, but you're protecting child murderers.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care who they kill.
Oh, it's annoying though. It's annoying. All right, let's get back to the other stuff that I did today. I don't know if we really need to watch the video on this one. There was a pizza store in Philadelphia robbed tonight, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Or I should say attempted to be robbed. One of the robbers ended up getting shot. They went in with guns. This was an armed robbery, and the kid behind the counter was packing. One of the robbers is no longer with us. He got shot in the face and the chest several times. Whoopsie.
Well, fuck around, find out.
Good guy with a gun, Jack.
Yeah. Don't try and rob people. It's not worth it.
And it pisses me off knowing that next year we're going to see gun stats that include this as part of gun violence because somebody was killed with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this was just litter control.
Got shot in the face over whatever money a pizzeria might have.
Yeah. Good luck with that couple $100, dude. Yeah, you do an armed robbery, you're not going to get that much cash. Most people are paying in credit cards. This is in 1990.
Maybe they just really wanted some pizza. I don't know for sure that they were trying to get cash. Maybe they wanted, a Hawaiian. I don't know.
That's even lazier.
Either way, good guy with a gun.
Yeah, good on him.
We don't get enough of those stories where that's talked about. And you know what? Somebody mentioned, this is Philadelphia. He's probably going to end up getting charged with a crime. And there is a real possibility of that. He might get charged with murder for this.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It is. I agree. But we've seen it before, so it's not like it would be shocking.
Yeah.
But good on this guy for being like, no, fuck you. This is my money. I want to highlight this one because it made me laugh. Jack, my attorney general here in Michigan is Dana Nessel, and she's a stupid bitch. I'm not being mean or sexist here. She's just a stupid bitch. And did you see the Rashida Tlaib tweet the other day where she put out her video in support basically of Hamas? She actually has From the River to the Sea on there.
Yeah.
She sneaks in the hospital bombing to show how bad Israel is. And a ton of people are like, bitch, what are you doing? Because, well, I mean, thank you, Frosty Glass. Hold on, sir, while I open the pizza vault. It's where we keep the pepperoni.
Merle said it was the Noid.
Oh, the Noid. I haven't heard about him in forever. All
They
right,
need to
so
bring him back. I like the Noid.
Damon Nacelle, my dumbass AG, she tweeted this. Rashida Tlaib, I've supported and defended you countless times, even when you said the indefensible. Stop right there. Why are you defending somebody who's saying the indefensible?
Stupidity?
Shouldn't that be a clue right there?
You would think so, but here we are.
She goes on to say, because I believed you to be a good person whose heart was in the right place, but so hurtful to many, please retract this cruel and hateful remark. Sweet.
Audio duck? What? Start over.
Hang on, my internet's going wonky. Okay, I think we're back. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I was just telling you your audio's going.
Yeah, I was ducking. I heard it from you. I learned it by watching you. You've supported a woman who's an anti-Semite, and now you're surprised that she doesn't like Jews. How are you gonna be surprised by that? You literally said you defended her when she said the indefensible.
Yeah, but you draw the line here?
This woman's in charge of my state's criminal system. I defended you even when you said the indefensible. What the fuck? Can I just say the voters in Michigan are really retarded?
Well, clearly. I mean, look what you ended up with.
Yep. That's our AG. I defended you when you said the indefensible. Jesus Christ, man. Don't care about that one. I want to share this. I'm pretty sure we can get away with sharing this because it doesn't actually show anything. I don't know who made this. They are twisted.
Like a magical place to me.
I don't know who made this, but it makes me laugh so hard. If you don't get this picture, that is Sam Bankman-Fried in prison masturbating to the court drawing of his ex-girlfriend. And on the wall there, that's the guy from the other crypto coin thing that was gonna step in and help FTX. And they're like, oh no, you guys are so fucked, even we can't help you. So just wanted to share that because it made me laugh. Speaking of making me laugh, Jack, oh God. I forget this chick's name. We've seen her many times, but it's been a while since we've seen her. Do you know her name? Chat, somebody help me out because I could not remember it.
It's something means cockroach.
Miss La Cucaracha?
No, it's Arabic. It means cockroach.
La Cucaracha. Linda Sarsour. Thank you.
Sarsour, yeah.
Sarsour. Yes. Well, she's here to tell us all about the virtues of the Prophet Muhammad.
Which is that our beloved Prophet Muhammad was a human rights activist.
What now?
Was he though? Is this an old video? Like, is she still around?
Yeah, she's still around.
Oh.
This is how she makes her money, going around doing stupid shit and saying stupid shit.
Is that Obama next to her?
It kind of looks like him. Holy shit.
He was a racial justice activist.
Yeah. He wanted to oppress everyone but himself.
Danger says he was good with kids.
Ew.
Oh, fuck. YouTube, I didn't say that. I was reading a comment.
He was an environmental justice activist, taught us about how to take care of the earth that Allah gave us. He also cared about the animals. He was an animal rights activist.
Oh, I'm sure he cared about the animals, sweetie. In a Cenk Uyghur kind of way.
He was a feminist in his own right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Why do you have to wear a headscarf?
He was a feminist. In his own right, of course. Which
I
means
love women. Put this garbage bag on.
he loved women so much he started dating them when they were 6.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the rest of this retardation. I just wanted to fucking the Prophet Muhammad. He was the most progressive person that ever lived, Jack.
Sure. Let's go with that story. But you know, this is a good time to remind everybody we are brought to you by you. If you're enjoying the show, please hit the like button, share it on your social media, subscribe if you haven't, ring that bell for notifications if that's a thing. And if you're feeling generous, you can toss us a couple bucks at the Streamlabs link going through the chat, pinned at the top of the YouTube chat and in the description of both videos.
Danger says 6 is not a woman, Linda. For those of you who don't get why we're laughing about that, the Prophet Muhammad married a girl when she was 6, but don't worry, he didn't consummate the marriage till she was 9. Oh, fuck off. He was a feminist. He cared about the environment. He taught us how to take care of the land that Allah gave us. Shut the fuck up. God, it makes me wonder if they actually do believe their rhetoric. They can't. They can't possibly.
I think a lot of them do because they just don't know any different. They don't bother to educate themselves. They just believe what they're told. They only go with sources that agree with them.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question I saw over on Twitter, Jack, and I'm gonna let the audience answer for a moment. No spoilers if you know the answer here, Jack. Okay.
Okay.
Name something that President Benjamin Franklin invented. We'll give the audience. Hang on. Don't.
Okay.
You know, see what the audience says. Something that President Benjamin Franklin invented. This is one of those questions you see online and you realize, oh man, there's going to be people who just don't know.
Yes. Comrade Kitty called me out. It's a trick question. Benjamin Franklin was huge as one of our founding fathers. Yes. But he was never president. Nope. He was you would think he was. I mean, he's on our $100 bill. I need bifocals, which he invented. Yep. An ambassador to France, who he loved fucking French women. Yeah, he invented a type of stove so that women would not fall into it.
Yeah. He invented a whole lot of stuff, and he was instrumental in the founding of our country and all, but yeah, he was never president. Franklin was pretty fat, yes, but this is back at a time where being fat was like, oh, he must have money. I need to hump him.
Yeah. That dude slayed a lot of hairy French puss.
Which now only applies to Boogie.
Boogie doesn't have any money.
Wasn't he president of the Philadelphia Assembly or something? He might have been at one time. I don't remember. But he was never president of the United States.
He was the president of our love.
He was the president of kites.
Of banging French hairy chicks. That was a club, I think.
I can't really fault him on that, man. A dude trying to get puss. That's just, and using his power and money to do it. That's a tale as old as time.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's how he raised some money for the states, for the revolution.
For the revolution, indeed. And by the way, they all agreed to it, so that's on them for fucking a fat old guy.
Yeah, and he would even celebrate with them in French by going "Viva la Revolution" when he climaxed.
Yeah.
So good on him.
All right. Just moving along. Just a little one of those things. Pay attention to that kind of stuff when you're online, guys, because people will try to trick you. Damn bastards, Jack.
Oh, I know.
To me, Top Gun paved the way for bisexual cinema.
Thank you, Frosted.
Oh, I hate you, Frosted. Oh, is this going to be about the volleyball scene?
Oh, no, it's the whole movie.
The whole movie. Okay.
Yeah.
The whole movie is just gay erotica.
Have you seen Top Gun?
I have seen Top Gun.
For a love story of gay erotica, it's pretty good. I mean, not my favorite thing. It's okay.
Look, we make jokes about Sam and Frodo, but there's nothing gay there either. Just because men interact with each other doesn't make it gay. If you want gay, look at Fight Club.
No, even that's not gay, just by definition. But
literally written by a gay man.
Yeah, that was written by a gay man. The characters aren't gay.
He didn't self-insert at all.
If he did, he's got serious issues way beyond anything that anybody's going to be able to help. But no, I mean, look, we joke about it because you're not allowed to have best friends anymore. You're not allowed to have buddies. Right, everything is gay erotica, hidden agenda nonsense.
I will not deny that the volleyball scene was clearly thrown in for gay men. Those guys are oiled up on a beach. Do not oil yourself up on a beach. You're going to end up in the sand and not be able to get the shit off. That's some Hollywood shit where you're all oiled up on a beach. In reality, you end up looking like sandpaper. Don't do that stupid shit. All right. 1980. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you, Evolved Potato. We all know that Benjamin Franklin is only on the $100 bill, so he could be down in a whore's panties again. I think that was in the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's a little wrong. It's actually in the Constitution. It's in the penumbra.
I think it's in both. He knew how to do like invisible writing and stuff like that. When he drew that map on the back, he probably
but
wrote that down.
The Declaration's not actually law. See.
I don't know. You declare bankruptcy, so I mean that's binding, right?
Just run into the room and yell, "I declare bankruptcy!"
I declare bankruptcy, like you're Michael Scott in The Office. Yeah.
The 1986 film Top Gun is more than just about sweaty men getting their A game on in fighter planes. It's a bisexual masterpiece, and this article highlights it all. Jesus Christ.
That's a euphemism. Firing your missile
into another guy's plane.
Yeah, into his personal space.
Right up into his exhaust port.
Yeah, you're penetrating his exhaust port with your boom sticks.
With your throbbing missile. With Top Gun, Maverick just released in cinemas. Oh, this is a little bit old. And I'm getting excited about it because of the subtle bicon of the 1980s, Maverick making a comeback. And obviously, Lady freaking Gaga is going to be singing a ballad on there. Like, come on. Okay, you do realize the love story in that is actually about him banging that ugly bitch, Kelly McGillis, right?
That's his beard. What are you talking about?
Tom Cruise has delayed the sequel announcement, but finally he fessed up about a sequel coming, and it's here. For personal context, I was a teenager when I watched it, and let me tell you that movie changed my life. I'm only laughing because I already know the context of how it changed their life. Like really, my parents kept on hyping up this movie because they watched it in the cinema and they told me about all the cool kids watched it and all that. So I decided to watch it. Your parents peer pressured you into watching Top Gun. Hey, don't you want to be cool, Tommy? Don't you want to be like the cool kids?
Yeah, take it in the butt. That's what all the cool kids are doing.
What's this person's name? Tamira. Oh, and this is the chick who went bisexual because of Top Gun. Did I miss the girl-on-girl action in there? I've watched Top Gun a lot, and I'm be honest, with Meg Ryan at that age, I would have watched her go down on a chick.
Oh, yeah. Back then, she was pretty cute. Time was not kind, and probably neither was vodka. But
in that red flowered sundress she was wearing, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now I got to watch Top Gun again and see where I missed the lesbian scene.
It's in the penumbra.
Anyway, my parents berated me into watching it. It was great. For those who've never seen the film, the plot is pretty simple. Rogue fighter pilot Pete, or middle name Maverick. His middle name's not Maverick. It's his call sign, you retard.
No, it's his middle name.
No,
like,
no.
You know, you have like Billy Iceman Jones.
Does she think Iceman's name is literally Iceman?
That's his middle name, yeah. They all go by their middle names on their helmets. Like Ace Frehley, clearly that's his real name.
and his co-pilot Goose, Anthony Edwards, have proven themselves.
Anthony Goose Edwards.
Anthony Goose Edwards have proven themselves good enough to go to Top Gun. Actually, they go to Top Gun by default because the guy who was supposed to go freaks out and decides he's not. He turns in his wings.
He didn't have a cool middle name. His middle name was Larry. I mean, you can't join up when your middle name's Larry.
Never Say Die, Iron Eagle. Oh, wait, wrong movie. Indeed. Where are we? He gets into a lot of trouble in the academy, but somehow manages to be the academy's best student. No, he's not. Iceman is the best student. He even wins the Top Gun award.
I think she read a Wikipedia on this movie.
What movie did you watch? All right. The biggest drama.
She watched Topper Gun. That was obviously a gay porno.
The biggest drama, he falls in love with his teacher at the academy, Charlie, who's played by Kelly McGillis. That is not the biggest drama in the movie. Seriously, what the fuck did you watch? There are two bigger dramas in the movie. Him fighting against the ghost of his father and Goose dying.
Wait, there's a ghost?
It's the ghost of Kiev. He's all over that fucking movie.
Oh my God, the ghost of Kiev is Maverick's father?
Yes, one of the best who ever fought, man.
See, and that's how you know the guy's name is Samuel, Ghost of Kiev Hyde. It's right in his name. I don't know how nobody figured it out. They just had to Google his middle name.
This is not an intense Academy Award-winning picture, so don't get your panties in a twist. Stop using parentheses. You need a comma would have worked there.
No, you don't know.
Oh, God. Where are we? But this one is just pure fun with buff, sweaty men. Hello, Tom Cruise and his abs. People just flying planes and being sexy while doing it all to songs written and sung by the soundtrack master of the 80s, Kenny Loggins.
That's a fact.
Aren't there only like 2 Kenny Loggins songs on there?
Yeah, I think so. There's Danger Zone, and the other one nobody remembers.
And talking about the biggest drama, if you're going to say the biggest drama is him and Kelly McGillis, what about Take My Breath Away? Take my breath away.
Oh, look, the real sexual tension was not with him and his beard, Kelly McGinnis. It was him and his true love, Iceman.
It's literally the song that's playing over when they basically decide to hump.
No. See, you're missing the point. The danger zone is that they have to hide their secret gay relationship. That's the highway.
Yes.
The highway to the danger zone.
To the danger zone, especially in the 80s. I mean, being gay was in the military. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a danger.
The Hershey plant was nearby. So
how dare you?
Highway.
This movie's not that deep, so have fun watching it if you decide to. I love Top Gun. It's not like the one thing she gets right is it's not high cinema. It's just a good popcorn film.
Yeah, it's a popcorn flick.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of flying, just watch Days of Thunder. It's basically the same movie.
I love Top Gun. You know how I love my F-14s, and getting to watch them fly around is awesome. So.
Yeah. And it's got a pretty good soundtrack. Real quick, though. Thank you, Frosted. Crap. My middle name is Burning Wreckage.
I had just taken a drink, goddammit. Wow.
I beat you to it, Luminous. Same joke. Beat you to it.
Thank you, Tyride. People need to stop reading fanfics of stuff and thinking that that's the plot or what the plot was about. Either that or this is this person's truth. I think what happened here is this person saw what they wanted to see.
I think they were drunk and were blacking out during the movie, and they just wrote it in their head. Obviously, this is gay romance, danger zone, butt fucking something. I don't know. That's what happened. Now, pass me another bottle of wine.
This movie was made during a pretty tumultuous political climate, the mid-'80s, with AIDS cases at an all-time high and the queer community dying in large numbers with a government that did not care about the lives of the LGBT plus community.
That's not true at all. They tried very hard to figure out what was going on with
The CDC was on it, but they were all mad because Reagan wouldn't come out and say, hey, AIDS.
Yeah, it was when AIDS first hit, they had no idea what was happening. And they called it GRID, and they tried real hard to figure it out, but the gay community was not exactly very cooperative at first.
They actually changed the name of it. It was called GRID, gay-related immunity disease. They changed it to AIDS because they're like, it can happen to anybody. Yeah, it's spreading through the queer community, but what we need to do is be everybody. One of the first intersectional moments, Jack.
Yeah.
Intersectional AIDS.
I think it honestly would have slowed the spread if they had messaged it more toward the gay community instead of trying to tell everybody. You need to target the demographic that's being hurt the most by it. We learned that again with COVID.
We learned it again with monkeypox. The exact same thing. Like,
I don't know. That one hurt dogs and kids too, I've heard. Wait.
Yeah, but who is the super spreader there?
I
guess it was the kids. My bad. That's a horrible joke, Frank. You should feel bad about that. I don't, but I should. I just want to acknowledge that I know I should feel bad about that, and I don't.
At least we didn't crack that joke during the Muhammad segment.
That's fair. God damn it. We're going to hell. Where are we? For this reason, the movie was not intended to have homoerotic undertones, but it does in subtle ways. As a bisexual, there are some telltale signs. Was this dog whistling to bisexuals?
Yeah.
Do bisexuals have like a sex move called the Maverick? It's where
where you shoot down two F-14s in one mission.
No, it's where you do a unauthorized flyby and just wave your wiener in somebody's face. We're gonna buzz the tower. All right, where are we? This film had a legacy not only as a cultural one, as it was made. As it made a lot of young queer people have sexual awakenings, and I was also one of them. You do realize women can look at those men all oiled up and be like, damn, that's hot, right? This scene right here with this was actually thrown in for women. It was not thrown in for gay men. It was thrown in because this is a very male-centric movie and they wanted to get women watching it. They were like, give them some candy. That's what it was for. That gay people liked it too doesn't make it a gay movie, you fucking retard.
Yeah, it's weird that women and gay men find similar things attractive. It's odd that idiots.
Do these people think that Chippendales is targeted towards gay people?
Yeah, obviously that's gay coded because gay men find it attractive. Ergo, must be gay.
Magic Mike was a gay movie. I mean, it is kind of gay, but that's because it's for women. It's not for people like me.
It's super gay.
This movie also had a political impact too, which should be
a political impact because it's a right-wing movie that probably recruited people to join the military.
This movie encouraged more Americans to enlist, which is something that George W. Bush attributes to and even cites a Top Gun reference when he made his speech about Iraq, just for knowledge's sake. All right. That's like saying Star Wars had a impact into politics because that's what they called Reagan's plan to put satellites up that could shoot down missiles?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's a very predictable article.
Although additionally, although the army did not enlist queer people, the army was massively homophobic and still is. Have you not seen the army ads?
Yeah, they talk about going to pride marches. Super homophobic, dude.
They literally tell us that you can be a better soldier if your moms were lesbians and took you to marches as a child.
Well, you would have a lot of anger to dish out, so.
All right, this movie unintentionally had homoerotic undertones, which will be the focus today. Oh, she's not even started yet? Okay.
No, this is just the beginning, buddy. This is the setup for the thesis.
Now, what is bisexual about this movie? It is all the subtle things. One thing to be clear about, this movie is not constantly sexualizing Maverick nor making his bisexuality known. Oh my God. Did I miss him kissing Iceman?
It was implied.
It was in the penumbra, I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's in the words that are at the top or at the beginning of the screen that I never read, where it explains what Top Gun is.
Yeah, it's the topper. And there's bottom gun. Then there's power bottom gun.
Sadly, I would watch a parody where they were going to bottom gun school. I really would. I'm sorry. Although people
I'm Bob Gunner.
Although people have assumed Maverick is secretly gay because of his clear love for Iceman. Oh my God, could you have missed the point more? He does not have a clear...
So sexually charged.
There's no clear love of Iceman. It is a competition between men. They're actually hateful towards each other.
Sexual competition.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, that's just the sexual tension. I think you really missed the subtle coding they had there. You're just not picking it up. You need a decoder ring.
If you're going to make the argument that he's gay, you'd go with Goose, not with fucking Iceman.
Well, Anthony Edwards does look a little more, effeminate.
It is amazing to me that they kind of make Anthony Edwards cool after he'd been in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah. Versatile actor, though. Real quick. Thank you, Tyree. Is this an article that would be considered part of homosexual history?
Yes. 100%.
These are all facts, not speculation or one person's wishful thinking.
His clear love for Iceman. That's how you can tell this was written by a woman. No offense, women. But they don't understand the dynamic that was happening there. They hated each other. They were in competition. And not in competition because they had, not like Ducey and Jean-Pierre up there. This is like, I fucking hate you and I am better than you.
Oh, no. They're just vying to see who's the top. See, that's why you go to Top Gun school, to find out if you're a top or a bottom.
But bisexuals, including myself, argue that he's in love with both Charlie and Iceman. With the awkward flirting strategies such as flirting. I'm sorry. Did you really just write the awkward flirting strategies such as flirting?
Yes. Look, do you really think this retard graduated high school? I mean, they're finding gay coding in Top Gun, for God's sake.
Fuck me, dude. Hang on one second here. Where am I? Flirting.
I don't know.
Such as flirting, bumbling pickups, prolonged eye contact, dates, and touching he did with Charlie in the movie. The chemistry was the same with Iceman. Yeah, I remember when him and Iceman, where they're in bed together and all you see is their silhouettes and a grunting face as one is behind him doggy style. And Take My Breath Away is playing loudly through the cinema.
That might have been Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Thank you, Lancelot. Does anybody remember a war in Europe with a country called Ukraine and Russia? Nah, I guess it's all about how the Jews are hurting the terrorists. That's exactly. Poor Mr. Zelensky's out there with his hand out, and they're like, "Sorry, we're helping these guys." Thank you, Frosty.
Oh yeah, he was in the news. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
He was in the news whining that people forgotten about him.
People should have forgot about him in the first place. He's a dirty piece of shit. Let him and Vladimir settle their shit and leave me out of it. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Time to make the Iceman cometh, Maverick. Concerning the sexual tension in the movie, Maverick exercised this through his intense scene he has with Charlie, with Berlin's "Take My Breath Away" in the background. But with Iceman, it was pretty obvious as well. You do not understand men. While straight people assume it was just bros hanging out, what the fuck are you talking about? What? I don't know what movie she watched.
I don't either. Real quick. Thank you, Bottom Gun Graduate. It was awkward seeing Maverick trying to put a square peg into a round hole, but the fact it was inverted was kind of cool.
That is a great Top Gun reference.
Wow.
How'd you see that? I was inverted. Bullshit. I love that scene. You know who my favorite character is? And my favorite character in that whole scene in that whole movie is Goose. I hate that he dies because he is the funniest character in the whole thing. Like when he accidentally flips off Charlie. You know, the bird. Anyway, where are we? But with Iceman, it's pretty obvious as well. While straight people assume that this is just bros hanging out, I'm justifying how the volleyball scene in the movie is not bisexual soft porn. I included it in this video because it is a crucial plot element. It's not a crucial plot element. Okay. This is just another competition between the men. That's what it is. Who does he give a chest bump to? It's not Iceman. Oh my God, this fucking idiot.
There was some gay sex scenes there. Rubbing their boobies together.
That shit was that was to make women hot.
No, they were all greased up, monkey. They were greased up.
You mean like male strippers?
Yeah, just like Magic Mike. Yeah, he eased into the danger zone.
Highway. I'm gonna have to listen to that fucking song now. I love that song. It's
a great tune.
It's wonderful and so iconic.
Sound.
Whatever happened to good movie soundtracks, man?
They stopped doing that when they stopped having tailored songs to the movies.
Yeah, and now all we get is AC/DC and Beastie Boys over and over again.
Yeah, which shitty Instagram hip hop artists.
I love the songs that the like Back in Black and what's the No Sleep Till Brooklyn is the one that they keep playing now. Oh yeah. Fuck. And I love those songs, but how about something new? The 80s, the soundtracks were fucking amazing. Because like you said, they were tailored to the movie.
Yeah, you had Man in Motion for St. Elmo's Fire. You had Don't You Forget About Me from, was that Crowded House for Breakfast Club.
Eye of the Tiger in Rocky.
Yep. And you obviously had Danger Zone for this one. And Footloose had its own song.
Yep.
There were a lot of those. The last one I know of that they actually had somebody create a song for was that Taylor Swift song for Where the Crawdads Sing, called Carolina, which is a really good tune, way better than that stupid movie written by that lady that probably murdered her husband.
Nah, that never happens.
Simple Minds.
Ghostbusters, absolutely.
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
All right. Somebody said she watched the gay parody. Maybe that's what happened here.
I think it is. And let's not forget Go Ninja.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Maybe that's why nobody does it anymore. Go Ninja killed the movie soundtrack.
I mean, what surprised me, that was... Yeah.
Besides that, this movie evokes a lot of bisexual conflicts, and Maverick displays this. While this movie shows his growing chemistry with Charlie, This movie also shows instances where he feels that his heart yearns for Iceman with the subtle eye contact and lingering thoughts, like the quick and flirtatious way Maverick asks Iceman if he's figured it out yet, and winks and flirty smiles around. He's calling him a fucking idiot.
No, that was clearly, did you figure it out? As in, you know you're gay, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, cough, cough, cough.
You know what, Jack? I figured it out. Hang on. I got to scroll back up a little bit. I figured it out.
Oh, okay.
All right. So where's that first picture? See this right here? This takes place in a locker room, right? And they get really close to each other.
Yeah.
And a locker is kind of like a closet.
Yeah. And you know what you keep in lockers? Secret stuff.
Secrets. And it's like a closet where you hide that you're bisexual.
Not pictured. John Travolta's inside there. You just didn't know that. I'm not coming out the closet.
And then I got my gun. All right.
They got a little foreplay where they're like kind of shoving each other, and everybody's kind of getting all aroused, standing up straight, so they can sword fight their wieners.
Again, viewers have assumed that he is straight because, classic assuming. But if he was explicitly bisexual, which he is, it's confirmed, by the way, and his feelings were shown in that time, ain't no way this movie would be aired. All right, now I got to click this stupid shit. Pete Maverick. This is from buy.org.
Not a biased source at all.
Thank you, Ragnarok. The music label's not making enough money, and with how studios fudge their numbers to undercut actors by claiming the movie was a flop because they owe one of their own shell companies for advertising. I mean, fair enough. Pete Mitchell's call sign Maverick. No, it's his middle name. It's his middle name.
Yeah, we learned that earlier in the article.
But we see this is their proof. Oh, okay. Maverick is a young cocky pilot in training at an elite flight academy for the Air Force. They're the Navy, you dumb son of a bitch. They're literally on a fucking aircraft carrier, which the Air Force doesn't have.
Whatever. Who cares?
Jesus Christ. This is their
Wait,
sword.
they're in the Navy? Obviously gay coded.
Maverick has loads of self-confidence and charm, but also proves himself to be an excellent fighter pilot when he doesn't let his arrogance get in the way of his training. Pop culture often likes to make fun of Top Gun for its loads of homoerotic energy, shirtless volleyball scene, anyone, and for the palpable chemistry between Maverick and his fellow student Iceman. What movie did these people watch? But it seems to get lost in the cultural narrative is that while Maverick does tease and seem to flirt with Iceman, that's not flirting. Jesus Christ. He also actively pursues a hetero relationship with his flight teacher, Charlie, including getting an entire bar. This is their proof. It's been confirmed. This is it because it's a thing on buy.org. Fuck, lady. Are you retarded?
Yeah, I'm telling you, they do this shit a lot where it's just fanfic.
Yeah, and that's what this is. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stop reading. Where are we? It's been confirmed. There we go. As a fellow bisexual, bi panic is very real. I face it nearly every day. Are there people panicking because you like both?
No.
Oh no, she likes both crotches. Quick, call the police. Okay, I hate to...
kind of bigoted because she's bi and not pan.
I just want to point out, nobody cares about bisexual people. Even the gay community doesn't care about bisexual people. They throw in that B just to make it seem fair.
Nobody's got time for your indecisions, okay?
When was the last time you saw somebody up there going, the bisexual people really need a lot more representation? You see that with gay, you see that with trans. You don't see that with bisexual.
It's getting laid.
Oh my god. Anyway,
no, they get laid twice as much.
Do you, or are you so indecisive? It's kind of like when you can't figure out what to eat, so you put off eating until you can figure that shit out. I'm not bisexual, so I don't know.
I'm fat. I don't have that problem.
There's bisexuals in the audience. Do you guys ever get so indecisive about whether you want a ween or a vagini that you're just like, oh, I can't make up my mind? Why not both? Anyway,
yeah.
The worst thing is, and it sucks to have these instances where you feel like an imposter for liking the opposite gender. The worst thing is that people make you feel shitty for it, and worse comes to worse, people strengthen the doubt that you have about yourself. Can you say self-insert?
Yeah, I think this person just has a lot of insecurities about their own sexuality.
Yeah, so they got to try to find it in media.
Yeah, because nobody fucking cares. No, you're bi. Okay, nobody cares.
Like Maverick and all those who say his attraction to Iceman is just bros being bros. They're not even bros being bros for most of that movie.
No, they're competitors.
This is a classic thing that happens with males. And we've discussed it here before. Men have to come to an understanding with each other of where boundaries and such are. And you have to, there's a moment that you have where it's like, you go from being competitors to either not giving a shit about them at all or becoming good friends. Sometimes it's an actual fist fight, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you become mortal enemies, but that's actually fairly rare.
Yeah, that is a much more female response. And again, I'm not being mean to women. That's just true. As a man, let me tell you, it's just true. I have several really good friends, Jack. I got in literal fistfights with because we annoyed each other, and then when we got to that point, it's like, all right, we know our boundaries, and then we were fine for the rest of, I don't talk to them anymore very often, but when we were living near each other and stuff, that's when we became the bros. And this is coming from a woman who does not understand that dynamic. And again, it's nothing against you women. You're not us. This is why you don't see men who have long competitions with each other. You have it, and it's over, and it's done, and either you're friends now or you don't even care about each other anymore. Like you said, sometimes it leads to lifelong stuff, but that is really, really rare.
Yeah, it has to be very egregious. Now, what the problem here is, this author suffers from a very common problem I see a lot. It's called tiny girl brains.
Yeah.
She can't see that she's interpreting this in a crazy pants way because chicks are nuts.
I can't even explain why we men are like this. It's just true, though. It's something you can watch happen over and over and over again, and most guys have at least one story about a friend like that.
Yeah, well, you have to earn respect from your fellow hunter-gatherer type.
Yes.
You don't want somebody backing you up when there's a mammoth on the loose and they're a shitty hunter. That's how you get killed.
All right, where are we? Like Maverick and all those who say his attraction to Iceman is just bros being bros is something that I've faced when I was in school. People told you were just bros being bros?
That's very weird, but okay.
Being attracted to a friend who is a girl, and we flirt and all that, only for people to say, oh, you guys are such great friends. I wish I had what you have.
Were you flirting and the other one was just joking around? Because I have a feeling that's what really was going on here.
Considering what her evidence so far is, what happened between Maverick and Iceman, nothing. That was all confrontational. So I'm feeling she doesn't understand social cues.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of signals that are getting put out that this person does not receive, or they're very jumbled when they do get them.
Now, this movie is quite old, but it gained traction with younger audiences, specifically queer teens. And, well, the bisexuality in the movie was confirmed for me because I felt like I was not the only one who saw it as such. And as one user put it, the eye contact between Iceman and Maverick is a crucial aspect of the film. Let me help you out, you fucking autistic retard. Eye contact is actually expected when you are conversing with somebody. You're not supposed to be staring off at the... You're not supposed to be looking down at your shoes like, I don't know if I can actually talk to you. That's just how people talk, you fucking retard. See what cell phones have done to people, Jack?
Nah. Yeah. I think it's mostly a lack of discipline. And cell phones are an excuse because that's what people use to get out of paying attention to things.
Why is there a picture from A Few Good Men? Was there a picture from A Few Good Men? Let's go back.
I think it's when they're in their dress clothes.
Okay, so that one's definitely Top Gun. The Navy choker whites is my favorite of the military uniforms. Those are all Top Gun. These are all Top Gun. Yeah, that's Val Kilmer right there. But anyway, now this is something that I can get behind. Oh no, the first picture. That first picture, you're right. That is from A Few Good Men. That's where he's talking when he's being given the case at the very beginning of the movie. Good catch. Good catch. He's in his khakis there. I haven't
seen either of these movies in 20 years.
Yeah, he's wearing his khakis there. Is he ever in the khakis in Top Gun? I don't think he is. I think he's usually in his flight suit.
You're in a flight suit.
I'm trying to remember if he's ever... Is he in his khakis when he gets dressed down at the beginning of the movie for doing the flyby? He might be. Anyway, where are we? Now, this is something I can get behind for sure. Bisexual fan culture, which is something that most bisexuals can attest to. Yes, it's you guys inserting your own bullshit into a movie that doesn't actually have it. That's all. That's what this is. More like A Few Gay Men, am I right? Right. In A Few Good Men, he does look several people in the eye. The one guy who's the black defendant, I mean, they have a kind of an adversarial relationship. Obviously, he wanted to put his dick in him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought you meant when you said look him in the eye, he's looking him in the brown eye. That's how you know how gay it is.
Of course, the movie has its problems. Let us remember this is an 80s film. So as a person who watched the movie with modern lens, I found faults with it. There's something that needs to be said about Maverick. He sucks at taking hints. Like, really, he sucks at it. Like following Charlie to the powder room and not giving her space. Okay. For somebody who's telling somebody else you can't understand what's going on there, taking a hint and stuff. Charlie was clearly into him. And he was like, he's so confident. He's like, I still get her attention. And he eventually does have sex with her, Jack. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he didn't like it, or he was thinking about Goose's goose.
At the end of the movie, she comes into the airport or wherever he's at and puts the money into the jukebox to play You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling. She wanted to go into the bathroom again.
Yeah, but he was more interested in Iceman's Afterburner, if you know what I'm saying.
That was a major ick that I got from this movie. And this is the only ick I got from it. Now, I'm not saying this movie is a pinnacle for bisexual representation, and it's not, by the way. It's not representation for you at all. But this movie was certainly a start for subtle bisexual representation. In my eyes, this movie was subtle movie that low-key made me realize that I was and am, like Maverick, a bumbling bisexual himbo who has a bisexual panic attacks, which is something I still have today. You need therapy.
No, I can't wait to hear the messaging from National Lampoon's European Vacation and how gay that movie was.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
The secret coded messages in Citizen Kane.
I hope that the sequel can make the bisexual tension still there and not change the reason why queer people love this movie, Maverick and Iceman. You guys are retarded. That's all I can say. There's nothing else to say, Jack. That's just fucking stupid.
If they knew about the subtle tension between Will Smith and that alien in Independence Day.
Oh,
holy shit.
Welcome to Earth.
So erotic.
Yeah. Welcome to Earth, and then he fisted it.
Yeah. To be fair, I think he said Earth.
No. I actually saw people making fun of that. And if you go watch the movie, it's the one time he pronounces the TH.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good on
yeah.
him.
There's several times when you can make fun of him for it, but that is not it. He actually says Earth.
Man, and like an iRobot. Oh man, him and that robot, that whole chase sequence, man, that was really the game right there, wasn't it?
I Am Legend, how much he loves his dog. He's clearly into bestiality.
Yeah, that was the Cenk Uygur documentary. It's us against the world, little buddy.
Oh God. Look, if the movie made you happy, that's fine, but your interpretation is just wrong.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, you don't understand the male dynamic. I wonder what they would think about a movie like Lethal Weapon. You know, they just have the jumper, and Riggs jumps off the top of the building with him, and then Murtaugh yanks his ass into that dark, abandoned store. And they look at each other in the eye intently. Sure, there's a gun underneath Riggs's neck or under his chin as he's about to blow his fucking head off. But they're in deep eye contact there, man.
That's a metaphor, not for Clinton's side, but for a wiener under his jaw, like the secret hidden wiener that he's desperate for.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, it's in there. It's just like in the sequel when Murtaugh's on the toilet about to explode.
Yeah.
That's a metaphor for bottoming.
When the other police come in, I mean, his head is down there almost like he's giving him a BJ. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's all just bisexual fun out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of secret coding of bisexuality in the cinema. It's just it's a thing that you just don't notice. Like in Lost Boys, when they stake one of the vampires and there's gore everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Do I need to really spell it out?
If you told me Lost Boys had bisexual stuff undertones, I would probably grant that. There's a little too much eye makeup on some of those boys.
They're undead. What do you want? They gotta look alive.
They gotta look sexy. All right.
They're probably bored.
Right, maybe.
You got a lot of time. They were just makeup YouTubers.
Yeah. It was James Charles all along.
Yeah.
All right, guys. On that one, we're gonna skip that other video, Jack. That's the one with that lady yelling.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap this one up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for sticking through it with that stupid fucking article. God damn, man.
Frosted finds the good ones. He doesn't bring us poop. He brings gold every time.
I honestly want to talk to that person and be like, what did you watch?
I want to know how they watch movies, because every movie, like The Room, must be one of the most homoerotic movies in history.
No, and not just homoerotic, bisexual.
I did not hit her. Hey, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
You're just. We talk about writers who self-insert, but viewers can do that too.
Oh yeah.
There's a joke made in the pitch meeting for Twilight, where the producer guy asked the writer guy, "What's Bella's personality?" And he goes, "Oh, she has none. We're going to leave her just a blank slate, so every girl in the audience can project herself onto it."
Yeah, and that's exactly how the book was written too.
Yeah, and the audience can identify with that character. The problem is, in this case, your identification is just wrong about what happened in the movie. You're just wrong. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are so cool to us, and we know it's hard times still. Biden's in office, so we're all fucked for a while. Mm-hmm. We really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Anything you want to show, my friend?
I will drop a link to something or other. But like Monkey said, thank you so much for the donos. It really keeps the old food coming and going, because we can't do the show without eating and being alive.
We'd never mind. I was going to go somewhere dark with that. Thank you guys for joining us, Jack. A pleasure as always, my friend.
Oh, always glad to be here.
Everyone, have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all next time. Take care now.
Bye, everybody.
I was going to do a Danger Zone parody, but I really can't. I can't do that to Kenny. I have a lot of respect for that man. He writes really bad songs that work really well in movies. And you know, throws a thumping bass line in there. Now I gotta cut loose. Anyway, let's see. Everybody, it's time to go. Get out of here. Leave the show. This song sucks. It kind of blows the way Maverick wanted to do to Ice